Hi everyone, Ariana here. The type of technologies I use in my everyday life are cell phone, laptop, projectors, tablets, iPads, TV, my Apple Watch. I have a desktop at work. Play PS4. I don't know if that counts or not. In terms of how I use those technologies in my everyday life, I can start with my personal ones. As far as my cell phone, it's pretty much a lifeline. I use it for pretty much everything. Keep in contact with family members, work, my kids, my husband. I also use it for email. I use it to stay up on my assignments. I use it to do some of my assignments. As far as my Apple Watch, I use that daily. Monitors your steps, monitors your heart rate, reminds you to breathe. It's also used, what I use it for personally is at work, so that I don't have to carry my phone around all the time. I just have my watch and I can check and make sure that the messages aren't important or the phone call isn't important. And it's also very useful in class and during meetings. It's less distracting than your cell phone, but you can still make sure that you're connected, and if anything important is happening, then you're able to see that. As far as work goes, internet, computer, again, my phone to stay in contact with my staff, my supervisors. We also have a lot of systems that we use at work, like Pieces and DDA portal sites, where we have to upload certain documents and use them for billing. There's also our filing system that's on the desktop at work. At home, we use the iPad, the tablets for leisure. We also use the video games for leisure. Sometimes use my computer for leisure, but my computer is mostly used for homework and work. As far as, what else did I say? Tablet, iPad, PS4. TV obviously used for leisure, but sometimes we use that for work as well. We can screencast some of the presentations that my boss sends onto the TV when I'm working from home, so that I'm not trying to watch it on a smaller screen. Social media, I am on social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Some people like to think that LinkedIn is social media, but it's really not. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter are my three social media sites that I'm familiar with and that I use. Things that I like most about technology is it makes things easily accessible. And what I mean by that is things that weren't so easily done in the past are enhanced and used through technology. For example, the most recent example that I have is in my professional setting, where these guys came in. They pretty much did a cold call for my company, and they were selling these bracelets. Now, usually when we track data, behavior data in the agency, we do it by hand. We tally how many of each behavior we see, and then we graph it on an Excel chart. Well, this particular device that they created is something like a Fitbit, where it monitors the person's heart rate and can detect the movements that they're making. So if it's programmed to detect hitting, slapping, punching, that type of thing, as many times as it happens, the device will pick it up, and it'll automatically graph and record that data. It also has a feature on there where it can detect it earlier than real time, so you get notifications when things are about to happen. If the device picks up that every time this person's heart rate gets past a certain amount, that pretty much they hit at that point, then once that heart rate hits that point, you get a notification that says, hey, this is probably what's about to happen. So you kind of get a forewarning. So that type of thing. One thing that I do dislike about technology is the disconnection that it makes people lose communication skills and are less likely to interact in person. Honest thoughts about the social work technology course. I'm excited to figure out what tech tools are out there that I don't have access to that can influence my work performance and my efficiency and timeliness in terms of work, calendars and other modes of communication, meetings, being able to do more things virtually. And I expect to use this technology throughout the semester to meet with my classmates and get our projects done more efficiently. Thanks.